This is truly an honor for me and for all of us here at Cracker Barrel. We owe to each of you, men and women, we owe you a debt of gratitude that can never truly be repaid. Thanks to each of you for your service to our great nation. As some of you in the audience may know, the Wounded Warrior Project has been providing support and assistance to wounded soldiers returning back and wounded warriors returning back from duty. Cracker Barrel has been a proud supporter of this deserving organization for the past 3 years. This summer, Cracker Barrel had the opportunity to support Operation Outreach, Meet Us on the Front Porch. This initiative was aimed at bringing the Wounded Warrior Project's message to soldiers and communities across the country. We are honored to have provided our front porches as a comfortable place for these veterans to learn more about the Wounded Warrior Project, its mission, and its commitment to serving the needs of our servicemen and women. In fact, I believe we had approximately 90 Cracker Barrel Old Country stores this summer alone that participated in this event. To the soldiers, you and your families have sacrificed your time and your way of life to defend this country, our freedom, our principles, and our core beliefs. We are all so grateful to you for the sacrifices that you made and continue to make each day. So again, from all of us here at Cracker Barrel Old Country Store, thank you for all that you've done for this country and for our families. Now I would like to please welcome up Chris Roberts. He's the program manager for Operation Outreach. We've asked Chris and a few of his team members to share a few of the moments with us and the memorable experiences they've had on our front porch. Afterwards, we're going to hear some great music from the Zac Brown Band, one of the country music's fastest rising stars. I truly hope you enjoy it. And here you go, Chris. Thank you.
Thank you all very, very much. I can't tell you how appreciative we are of Cracker Barrel, of Peter, of Jennifer, and of all of you helping out and supporting our front porch initiative this summer. I can tell you when I first started and hired everybody, I didn't hire anybody by actually speaking to them face to face. It was kind of all through rumor and through, yeah, this is a good guy. And so when they all got here, I was a little suspect, but it really turned out to be, 15 really great people. And they did a great job this summer. They were motivated. I'm sure they learned a lot, and they touched the lives of a lot of different suffering veterans. I know a lot of these guys have some stories that they're going to tell of a guy who was kind of down on his luck, or maybe didn't have any money, or was really suffering from lack of support. So I think they really had a lot of fun. I had a lot of fun doing it, and we really have some great stories to tell. But first I want to introduce everybody. I'll start with Andy Butterworth from North Carolina. Andy was with the Wounded Warrior Project. He kind of came to me because he's headed into school this August, so he needed something to do this summer, and he was kind of like my backbone, my right-hand man. If I needed something, he did it, and he did a great job of it. He was amazing. Next is Rob Person. Rob's from North Carolina. Rob was in the Army. The news and media I think in Newport News did a great story on Rob, and he looked as comfortable as you can get in one of those rocking chairs. So he was great. Thanks, Rob. Keith Deutsch from Denver, Colorado. I'm sure in a few minutes here you'll see Keith dance. He loves to dance, and he likes to spin his leg around too. So he might show you that as well. He's great. Next is Michael Brand from Arizona. Tall Mike. Mike is a DJ in his spare time. I won't get into that. Next is Josh Jones. Josh is from Albany, New York. Josh is definitely the muscle of the outreach team. Renee Peliquin from Spokane, Washington. And Annette Yover. The two of them they actually didn't go to any Cracker Barrels this summer. Sad to say, we have about almost 1,000 wounded veterans on the West Coast in California, Washington, Portland, Oregon, and they kind of went out there and they just in a truck like back there, like you can see there. So if Cracker Barrel ever wants to move out to California, they know you're coming. but they did a wonderful job out there. Next is Robin Griffiths. Griff loves Cracker Barrel. He really does. He loves that fried chicken. He does. Jeremy Williams from Texas. Jeremy is from Texas, and he lets everybody know he's from Texas. Right. Loves to talk, and he's a great salesman. Bob Loria. As you can see by the hat, Bob's a huge Yankees fan. Tim Boots. Tim is a film student at Pitt. And Tony Edwards. Tony was the old man of the group. Old Man River, that's right.
I'm Jeremy Williams. I'm from Texas, and we started in Houston. When we were in Houston, we had a couple come out, but the hugest determining factor of how effective Operation Outreach was, we have this veteran, his name was Alan Babin, come out, and he was an Army medic. He was shot in the head, shot in the abdomen, and when he was interviewing with us, when we had him on video, his inspiration, his fortitude, and his dedication was overwhelming. And one of the things he said was, "Don't give up. No matter how hard it gets, don't ever give up." And this is coming from someone who has a brain injury, who was nearly eviscerated by a gunshot, and his mother and he were so very inspirational to the rest of us. It made me know that maybe spending 5 of the 6 weeks on the road is worth it. And with Cracker Barrel and sitting on the porch and in the rocking chair and drinking the tea and bringing guys out had a really, really, really profound influence on what I want to do now for a living. And I just want to thank my fellow interns. Chris, thank you. Adam, thank you. And the entire Cracker Barrel family, because you guys were there for us. Thank you.
My name's Keith. I just want to tell you a little bit about how this summer helped me personally. And when you're on the road with somebody, you share a hotel room, you get to know that person really well. You get to know what ticks them off, you get to know their buttons, you get to know your own buttons. When you're learning about how to deal with other people, it teaches you a lot about yourself. And it taught me a lot about maybe the bad qualities that I need to work on. So it was just really great for me to be out with these 15 people. They're so inspirational. And I want to thank Cracker Barrel for being there for us. We had one guy who got shot. The bullet went through right above his ear and it came out his other ear. It came out right above his other ear. He got literally shot in the head. And his family was out there with him, holding him up. And he was in a chair. And it just made all the difference in the world just to tell his story. You know, he was sitting there, he could smile, and he's getting better every day. He's getting better, he can move his feet now. And it was just really inspirational to see all these guys, and it helped me out so much. I want to thank you guys.
All right, everybody, one more time. How about one big, loud round of applause for our friends from Wounded Warriors. Keep it going.